O'Reilly Factor, the #1 cable news show for 15 years and counting.
Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly. In a personal story segment tonight, you may remember this statement from the former president of Mexico, Vicente Fox, about Donald Trump's promise to make Mexico pay for a border wall.
I declare, I'm not going to pay for that wall. He should pay for it. He's got the money.
Now, earlier in the program, President Fox heard Donald Trump reiterate that he's going to try to make Mexico pay for the border wall. The president joins us from Los Angeles. So, here's my take on this, and you tell me where I'm wrong. Patrolled vigilantly on both sides, I think a border wall is actually humane, because it would cut down on people and drug smuggling, two things that injure human beings, as you know. So where am I going wrong?
Well, really, facts and numbers, Bill, are totally different to what is being said. And I think it's very important what I have invited you to come to Mexico, but more so, I think it's very important to invite Donald Trump to come to Mexico and to learn about the real Mexico that is, I would think, totally different. For instance, I was listening that he says Mexico deserves punishment because of the deficit United States has on the trade balance with Mexico, which, yes, he is right, is 50 billion. But does he know that the deficit with China is 400 million?
Yeah, he knows it, Mr. President.
Does he know
He's threatened them too, believe me. He knows it. But look, let's get back to the wall. Let's get back to the wall. My hypothesis is that the wall would save lives, all right, would be good for Mexico and the United States, because it would take a lot of the power away from the smugglers, many of whom are cartel members, and it would save, you know how people are abused, poor people trying to get El Norte. Yes. They're abused by these coyotes, you know that. This wall would not stop it entirely, but cut the drug smuggling and people smuggling down. So why don't both countries support this?
There is two better and less costly walls. One is to approve the initiative, the bill, the migration bill that has been sitting in U.S. Congress for 10 years now, presented by Senator McCain and Senator Kennedy. That bill brings a solution to migration, a solution to
But it's not going to go until the ball
undocumented.
But the American people in every poll, Mr. President, have made it clear they're not going to support anything until they get the wall up to stop the millions of people coming in. Now, the demographics have changed. Under your, you were in office 6 years, that's the term. About 8 million of your citizens, when you were president, came here to the United States. That's a lot for us to absorb here. 8 million people.
It's okay what you say, and everybody's working on it. Let me tell you that this flow of migration has reversed in the last 3 years.
Yeah, economics have reversed
coming
it.
back to Mexico, less people going to United States, because now we're building the opportunities in Mexico.
That's all well and good, but that could reverse itself if there's another recession. Do you know, Mr. President, that in federal court, 37% of all the sentences handed out are handed out to illegal aliens, not just Mexicans, illegal aliens across the board. 37%. Do you know what a burden that is on the U.S. taxpayer and our criminal justice system?
I am with you. I'm not for open borders. What I mean when I speak about the bill in Congress is to deal with this problem on an intelligent and wise way. That's one thing to do. The other one is pay for the wall. Why? Who is going to pay for the war on trade, the war on China's trade? It's United States. Imagine a U.S. citizen paying 40% more for the car he's buying today.
Well, I'd like to see a compromise here.
Works.
I think that Mexico and the United States could work together on an effective barrier,
yes,
which would help your country and our country, and I think we could come to an arrangement. Hey, Mr. President, I got to run, but I appreciate you taking the fire. Thank you. We'll see you soon.